Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable mug coins on the market. And don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 5% off. The link for their website will be right at the top of the description. Are you looking to take your Madden game to the next level? Look no further than Civil.gg for the best ebooks on the market. Choose one of 2 membership options, and don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 25% off. What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be doing our first update to the cornerback tier list. Before we hop into it though, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. So the subscribe button for notifications. We post daily Madden 22 content. And I will also link for my Twitch channel down in the description. We are live almost every single night over on Twitch. If you haven't come through yet, I recommend you do. And the shout out for today's video goes to my man, Caden Fernandez. Shout out to Caden Fernandez for commenting the emoji on last video. So before we get started, I usually don't do this, but I did want to take a quick look back at the top 5 corners from our second cornerback tier list update for Madden 21, just so we can kind of see where we are in this year compared to last year. But our top 5 corners: DRC, Deion Sanders, Denzel Ward, Nnamdi, and Chris Harris. And man, I feel like EA this year is really missing that 50 promo, like a promo that we got content every single Friday. You know, all week you were looking forward to the Friday, Saturday where you got really good 50 cards, because the 50 was all the best players the last 50 years of Madden or whatever. So we were all kind of waiting for the 50 to drop every Friday, and also the Legends on Saturday. And this year we don't have that reoccurring promo that we can kind of guarantee to drop every single Friday with really good cards. So I feel like that's kind of what the game's missing this year. For example, tomorrow we're already not getting content, so I feel like they are missing that 50 or that NFL 100 promo. So hopefully, I mean, it's not too late for them to still drop that, but hopefully at some point this year we kind of get like a promo that we can kind of count on every single Friday, because that would just be amazing. There were some days where we not only got a promo, we also got 3 really good 50 players on top of that as well, which those days were amazing. But yeah, our top 5: DRC, Deion. And speaking of Deion last year actually came out the same day as Mike Vick, so expect EA to clean our pockets completely this weekend. Not only are they probably going to drop Mike Vick, they could drop maybe not Deion, but maybe like a Charles Woodson, Mel Blount, probably a Raider, so probably going to be Charles Woodson. But expect EA to completely clean our pockets on Saturday. So now we are looking at our Madden 22 tier list, and this tier list was made around launch time. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of core elites and just a few, you know, team builders, the rookie premier and the JC Jackson card up there. And when I made this tier list, JC did not have his team of the week. Fabian and Legarius didn't have their +1 from their power up. So as you guys are going to see right here, here's the new tier list, and there's a lot more color. You know, it was all red here, now there's a lot more color on this tier list. But yeah, you guys can kind of see JC down here at B tier now. Fabian jumped JC because, you know, Fabian now has, I think, 91 speed. He's 6 foot. Card still plays decent, and that's why he's at B tier. But yeah, you got Jair down here. You got JC Jackson, who was number 3, now at C tier. So honestly, this tier list update was a little bit overdue because we've gotten so much content. But yeah, let's just hop into it. The first player we're looking at today is going to be Mel Renfro. So here is Mel Renfro, 87 speed, 90 acceleration. The card is 6 foot, 190. And I feel like in Madden 20, a lot of people did love Mel Renfro's card. And I feel like everyone had that card because there was some kind of problem with him. And EA gave out a lot of free Mel Renfros in Madden 20. So kind of became, like, I guess, a fan favorite or whatever. Because people, when they saw this name, they were kind of hype about him, but 87 speed on the corner, just not good enough even right now. Unfortunately, powered up, you are going to need some kind of +1 for his zone in order to help him hit that zone coverage threshold. So already lacking on speed, hits no thresholds. He's a decent run stopper, you know, 68 tackling, not the best, but good hit power, good pursuit, stuff like that for a corner. So where's Mel going? I don't think he's really, I mean, his overall is good. It's good, better than most cards. But I just don't see myself putting Mel in B tier. I think he's a C tier player. I'll put him right behind Kyle Fuller and right in front of Sean Murphy-Bunting. But honestly, if you're running Mel Renfro, for what this card's worth right now, I mean, you can still get some pretty penny for him. And maybe you can tactically downgrade, if you want to call it that, and maybe get a Fabian Moreau card who I think plays better. What's he even going for right now? Mel's going for still 90. Oh, no, maybe not 90. Yeah, 99, 100K in that range. Maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe he's worth trading for you, but I just don't think running Mel, even on a theme team, is worth it. I feel like the receivers are just too fast, and I feel like, yeah, receivers are at a big advantage right now. There are a lot of fast receivers that just, you know, are just burning almost every single secondary, unless you have a Raiders team and you're able to boost that speed and stuff like that. But no, Renfro, C tier. And next up, we have the man himself, Aqib Talib, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, does hit that man coverage threshold as well as the press threshold. So 90 man, 91 press. This dude's a legit man-to-man corner, 6'1", 205, so a good height for a cornerback. You're going to see a lot of corners who are, around 5'11", 5'10", 6 foot. So having that extra inch will make a difference when it comes to, agging and stuff like that. And I've been seeing some people start to kind of master the swerve catch a little bit, which is a little bit concerning. So having that bigger body corner will help out a whole lot. And one thing I am seeing right here is the agility. I have noticed that corners with low agility and low COD, they seem to get cooked a lot more. Mainly because, when dudes cut, they just can't catch up. I think that's one of the main reasons why my Davante Adams, who has, I think, 85 speed, still can cook Jaylen Ramsey cards, can still cook Aqib Talib cards sometimes. But I think Aqib Talib still, it's a very good corner. There aren't many corners in this game or even DBs that have that super elite agility or COD. So I'm going to put Aqib Talib. I think he's definitely an A-tier corner. I'm going to throw him at the top of the pack, I think, for now. I think he's definitely better than Marcus Peters, who is a really expensive card that I don't think he's getting a Redux tomorrow. I don't think so. I believe all the 91s are getting Reduxes. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. But he's definitely better than Marcus Peters. And Aqib Talib going to A tier. So here is the 91 overall Mike Haynes. You've probably seen this card many, many times on a Raiders theme team, and there's a reason why this card is so amazing. I mean, the card's 6'2", 192 with 80 hit power, 78 pursuit, and 80 block shed. So he's a pretty big body, good against the run, and also plays for the Raiders theme team, so that's also a big plus. But 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 88 agility, 90 COD, and Mike Haynes, you can feel this on him. I mean, this dude sticks in coverage. He's a big body. You can't really ag him. Also does hit both the man, the zone, and the press threshold. So Mike Haynes can basically do everything in this game. I really feel like he's, if not the best, definitely top 2, top 3 in this game right now. And yeah, this card's a monster, and he's also kind of a new name in mine. And it gets me a little bit scared because what other new names is EA gonna give to the Raiders theme team? Because Mike Haynes, this card is a dog, man. Also does get Pats chems as well. So yeah, you can run him with Delta or Revis or Aqib Talib, guys like that. So where is Mike Haynes going? I kind of already spoiled it, but he's easily an S tier cornerback in this game. If you've used him or played against them, you know how good this card is. Like he's legit, man. So next up, we got the 90 overall Rising Star Patrick Surtain. And when this card did come out, I think he was definitely, the hype that he got was definitely deserved. Being a 6'2 corner, 202, 83 pursuit. This card still does play against the run. Almost kind of looks and feels like a safety out there sometimes. But his speed at 89, I mean, it's still good. It also, powered up, does hit all 3 thresholds, which is definitely big. So he's kind of like a tactically downgraded version of Mike Haynes, I guess. Both cards 6'2", both hit all 3 thresholds. He's not as fast as Mike Haynes by like 1 speed, I think, but this card, good agility, good COD, good jumping. Surtain, this dude has to be, I don't think he's S tier. I think he's just missing that, but I do think he's very close. I'm gonna put him at the top of A tier, even though he's not as fast as Talib. I love the fact that not only can he tackle, not only is he 6'2", 200, but also powered up, will hit all 3 thresholds that are very important for coverage, which is the man, the zone, and the press. So Surtain, I'm putting him at A tier. So next up, we have the brand new veteran Jason McCourty. This card did come out yesterday, so I don't have much experience, playing against this card or using this card or seeing this card. I don't think I've even seen him yet from me playing, but I did scour YouTube for some gameplay on this dude, and he looks pretty legit, man. I do have experience, using some smaller corners. He is 5'11", 195. I feel like playing this dude in the slot is probably where he's going to do best, or just matching him up against whoever, your opponent's fastest receiver is, because 91 speed at cornerback, that's tied for the best in the game right now, unless EA drops, maybe a 92 speed Charles Woodson on Saturday, who really knows. But yeah, McCourty, 91 speed, 90 acceleration. I love that about this card. Good agility, good COD. I kind of touched on how I feel about that earlier in the video already. But 92 man, the press right here a little bit concerning, but this man coverage combined with that speed, he should be blanketing dudes out there. He really should. And one of my favorite things about this card is that 90 pursuit. You will not see 90 pursuit on really any corners. I mean, you won't see that. You won't see pursuit over really an 80, 83 on any corners on today's tier list. Unless, maybe we do get some kind of night train lane for most feared this year, which would make sense. But I think Jason McCourty, this card can do a lot of things really well. I love his speed. People might be a little bit scared because of the press. And, most people are playing zone this year. I wish he was a little bit better at zone, maybe like 89 zone, 90 zone already, so he could hit those 2 thresholds. But if you're a man-to-man guy, I mean, it's gonna be hard to find better than McCourty. Not only can this guy, slow down the run game a little bit with that 90 pursuit, good man, good speed, good agility, good COD. This card is an absolute baller. So I'm gonna put McCourty up here at S tier. He'll probably end up towards the, the bottom half of S tier, but still an S tier corner. And the Patriots theme team, they got a lot of really, really good corners on today's tier list, man. And speaking of Patriots corners, we have another one right here. Deltha ONeil. Deltha ONeil is the next man up. And this card, he has some good stats. Don't get me wrong. Like, that good man, good zone. He does hit both thresholds right there. 92 COD, 91 agility. But there's one thing that really concerns me about this card. It really does. And that is the fact that he has 37 block shed. I think if I threw some pads on and a helmet, I think I could probably at least get 25 block shed. So him only being that close to me, potentially, maybe I probably have like 5 block shed, honestly. But 37 block shed is I think the lowest I've ever seen in this game, ever, on any position player. So Deltha ONeil, that does scare me a little bit. In coverage, though, this dude's legit, man. Like, hitting both thresholds, his press not the best, but yeah, 91 speed, 92 acceleration, good awareness, good play rec, which will help him, I guess, react to the run or whatever. But yeah, high agility, high COD. This card's really good, but he just scares me a little bit. He just scares me. I don't know why. It's just that block shed, but I still think this man deserves to be an S tier corner. I'm gonna throw him in front of Jason McCourty. Yeah, I feel like him hitting both thresholds is nice. I just wish he was a little bit better against the run. I mean, the pursuit's good, so if he can get through there without having to use his block shed, then he should be all right. But this dude, I mean, if he's getting pancaked every single play with that block shed, it could be a concern. If he's not getting off blocks against receivers, that also could be a pretty big concern. So maybe you want to use him, I don't know, maybe if you know your opponent's passing, you can definitely put him in there. But if he's getting shredded by Brandon Marshall and those big body receivers on the outside, maybe you gotta, I don't know, maybe you gotta adjust. But in coverage, this dude's really good. If a dude's passing the ball, he will be a top tier player in this game for sure. But once he hands that ball off, he's really a wet paper bag out there. And next up, we have the 90 overall Yantro Roll. This card's pretty solid. I don't think he's anything too crazy. I did get him through one of my end cats. After I did, I believe, or was it a set that I did? No, it wasn't a set. It may have been the solos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did a solo for this Yantro Roll card, so I couldn't really sell him. He was on my team for a very long time. I think he actually still might be on my team. I'm talking like I don't have him anymore, but he still might be on my team. But yeah, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, which I don't like when players have lower acceleration than their speed. But yeah, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 COD, 86 agility. This card is 6 foot, 206 slot corner archetype, and unfortunately does not hit any of those key thresholds. Does not hit the man, the zone, or the press, and also gets the run. He's all right, but he still does sometimes get, burned a good amount. I think he's definitely the next dude I'll be looking to move on or cut from the team right now. But yeah, Yantro Roll, I don't think, he was good when he first came out. He was definitely one of the premier guys. Debatably, maybe top 3 whenever he came out. But yeah, he's just not, he's still good, but he's not as, you will pick on him. Like, if you see him out there on the field, you're going at him because his COD not the best, his command coverage or his zone not the best either. So I'm going to throw Yantro down here, like around Buchanan, I'll put him right after Boye. But yeah, Yantro Roll, he was once that guy. Now he's starting to slowly fade, as time goes on, obviously. And at this point, Campus Heroes, it's been out for a minute now, almost a month, I guess, right? So Yantro Roll's kind of starting to phase out, but still an A-tier corner at that. So next up, we got Shaquille Griffin, and this card's got 90 speed, 89 acceleration. He's 6 foot, 87 zone. Yeah, there are 3 things that you can almost always guarantee on Shaquille Griffin cards, and that is speed, acceleration. He'll be 6 foot. I mean, maybe it's 4 things. And yeah, zone coverage. So those are 4 really important things in this game. Against the run, they actually made this card pretty decent with 78 pursuit, but other than that, low strength, stuff like that, a little bit concerning. So the main reason why you want Shaq Griffin is for that speed, and also if you're a budget guy, going for around 25K right now. So pretty good bang for your buck right there. But I'm going to throw Shaq Griffin at B tier, right in front of Fabian Moreau. I think him and Shaq would make up a pretty good budget core right here. Like, these 3 guys right here, pretty good budget core right there. I mean, you got Dante, Fabian, and Shaq Griffin. Against the run, you might have some issues, but they're all pretty fast. They can run with dudes, but they don't have good zone, or I mean, I guess Shaq has the best zone, but you're not hitting any thresholds with these guys, but you do have some pretty good speed on them. And next up, we have one of my favorite cards in this game, and that is the 90 overall Team Builder Aaron Glenn. And some people might be a little bit afraid of this card because he is 5'9". Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started using him, I was like, 5'9", the dude might get sunned out there every once in a while. But no, Aaron Glenn, I have some of the more premier defensive players on my team, and I think I really believe that Aaron Glenn's probably one of my best. And for some reason, I think it's the pursuit on him. And like I said, that's why I like McCourty so much, is for that 90 pursuit. But this dude's a really good tackler. Like, I mean, he might get broken tackles every once in a while, but I feel like a lot of the time he can get there and actually finish the play by himself, even against some of the bigger body backs in this game. But when he's powered up, this is that man coverage threshold. I mean, when he did come out, he was the fastest corner in the game, and, you know, powered up 92 speed, does get a bunch of theme teams: Texans, Cowboys, Jaguars, and Saints. But this card does play really well, I will say that for sure. I'm going to throw Aaron Glenn up here in front of, I'll throw him in front of McCourty. I don't think I can throw him in front of Delta. I don't think I can, because Delta is so good in coverage, like hitting both thresholds, good agility, good COD, and also Delta is 5'11", which is 2 inches taller. Yeah, I'll put Aaron Glenn behind Delta and in front of Jason McCourty. I'm pretty happy with that. But all I'm gonna say is, if you are someone that runs a theme team that Glenn can play on, don't be afraid of the height. I play the card in the slot, and he plays amazing for me. I will say that right now. So yes, let's move on to the next card. We have Desmond Trufant. So Desmond Trufant was one of the 88 overall Ultimate Kickoff guys that came out for that promo, and I'm not gonna lie, EA, I'm not sure what they were doing with these UK 88 overalls, but a lot of them were really bad. And even this Desmond Trufant card, we already had faster corners than him in the game, but 89 speed, 90 acceleration. Really only known for that speed, not, you know, good zone or good man or good press. Against the run, I guess he's decent with good agility, good COD, stuff like that. And also the card is 6 foot 190, but Trufant, as well as a lot of these other UK cards, very underwhelming. As you guys can see down here, we have, like, I'll put him at B tier for now, by the way. But, you know, you have like Kyle Fuller, Malcolm Butler, who I didn't even know retired, but we have Malcolm Butler, Mike Hilton, Desmond King, Casey Hayward, who are 88 overalls, but their stats are looking like 84 overalls. So yeah, I'm going to put Desmond Trufant up here at B tier. You could probably debate him even lower than these guys, but 89 speed compared to these guys that, you know, have 87 speed, it makes sense why he's at B tier. But on a theme team, on, you know, Falcons, Lions, Bears, or Saints theme team, this dude does play pretty well. I've seen him play pretty well. So I'm going to put Desmond Trufant at B tier. And next up, we have one of the most controversial cards in MUT right now, and that is the 92 Gridiron Guardian Jaylen Ramsey, because I have heard a lot of good things about this card. People telling me Ramsey's the best, Ramsey locks up everyone, this dude's shut down, amazing, animates, can do it all, which on paper, he should be able to do that. But when I used Ramsey, and I've also heard this same opinion from other people, Ramsey gets cooked a lot for them. And for me, it was the same thing. I think it might have something to do with the agility and the COD, you know, 85, 86. And it's weird because EA actually gave Ramsey respectable speed. He's one of the fastest corners in the game at 90 right now, powered to 91, as well as, you know, good man coverage, hitting that zone coverage threshold, good press, can tackle fairly well too. He's 6'1", 208, so a good weight. But in my opinion, I still think Ramsey's a really good card in this game. I think as a corner, if you can use him correctly, this card's gonna be amazing. But I just don't know. I feel like Ramsey probably better in that free safety position, honestly, which might be kind of a weird opinion, but I feel like Ramsey at free safety is it's a pretty good match. It's a pretty good mix, because like a lot of the time they're not changing direction as much as a corner is, and the card can still tackle well, hits the zone coverage threshold, can play some man if you need him to, if you do want to run some kind of zero blitz or whatever. So I do like Ramsey a lot more at safety, honestly, but I'm still going to put Ramsey at S tier because his stats are just still too good. I'm going to put him before Delta. But I still think Ramsey is a top 3 corner, but I just see this dude getting cooked too much for me that I had to sell him for what his price was. And if you are still running him and loving Ramsey, let me know down below. But if you share my opinion, let me know down below as well. I feel like it's either one or the other. No one really feels like, he plays all right. No one ever feels that way. It's either you love the card or you just don't like the card. So I'm kind of in that closer to don't like this card that much for some reason. He just doesn't play well for me. But like I said, I have heard some very, very good things about this man. And next up, we have the 86 overall Patrick Peterson. He's got 88 speed, 89 acceleration with 87 man coverage. He's kind of the man coverage version of Shaquille Griffin with, I guess, 2 less speed. But this card, 6'1", 203, should have better returning stats, honestly. And also EA, or I guess this is MUT GG, does not show us his after the catch stats, but Pat P should be pretty decent after the catch as well. But Patrick Peterson, just kind of your standard budget option, can play a little bit of man coverage, going for 25K right now. Yeah, kind of, I guess, the man coverage version of Shaquille Griffin, or, you know, the 86 overall cards. But I'm gonna throw Pat P down here at C tier. 88 speed, pretty good, and also the man coverage. I do expect DA to maybe drop some more prime Pat P cards throughout the year, which I'm hoping for, maybe like a flashback or something like that. But for now, Patrick Peterson at C tier. And finally, last but not least, we have the 92 overall player of the week, Travon Diggs, who has been absolutely balling in real life, man. This dude's been going crazy. Travon Diggs, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. The card is 6'1", 205 with 92 man, 86 zone with that 88 press. So it does miss both the zone and the press thresholds. But this card, I mean, 6'1", good jumping. The agility and COD at 89, 88. And from what I've seen from this card, he does play very well. And I know that Cowboys fans might be a little bit disappointed by this ranking, but I'm going to have to put Travon Diggs at number 3. I'm going to have to. I feel like Ramsey more versatile as far as being able to play zone, press, and play that man coverage. And for only a 1 speed difference, I still think Ramsey is better. I really do. I mean, obviously, I think Mike Haynes is number 1. Mike Haynes has the good agility, can stop the run, can play man, can play zone, can do everything that Ramsey can do, I think, better. And I think we got Mike Haynes like 2 weeks before Ramsey or something like that. So maybe even 3 weeks before Ramsey, honestly. But yeah, those are our top 5 right there. We got Mike Haynes, Jaylen Ramsey, Travon Diggs, Delta, and Aaron Glenn rounding out our top 5 for today. And of course, I do read every single comment. So if you have any disagreements, or if you agree with me in some places, feel free to drop that comment down below. And if you are still watching, let's comment the buzzer emoji, like that little red buzzer emoji, for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications. We post daily Madden 22 content. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.